Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Mixtape Moth, and today I'm going to hit y'all with a review of the new Snoop Dogg compilation entitled Snoop Dogg Presents Algorithm. Let's get to it. Alright, so Snoop is a larger than life rap icon and household name. The man really needs no introduction. Now, recently Snoop became an executive creative strategy consultant at the historic Def Jam label, and with this new position, he will be able to advise and develop new talent on the label. Hence, that is why he has given us this new compilation project entitled Algorithm, as it represents various artists, both old and new, who are associated with the label. Now, Snoop only appears on about half of the tracks, but his presence is still felt throughout the project, almost as if he's hosting a party or a mixtape. But if you were expecting a new Snoop Dogg album, then you might be a little disappointed. Also, there are a lot of R&B songs, more than rapping ones. So if you like traditional hip-hop albums, then this project might not be your cup of tea either. This happens to be a lengthy project lasting approximately an hour and 7 minutes with 25 tracks to sift through, which is kind of a lot. But with that being said, let me go ahead and just hit y'all with this track-by-track breakdown. The intro has Snoop asking a computerized voice to describe what an algorithm is. It bleeds right into the first actual track entitled All Right, produced by DJ Battle Cat featuring Redman, Method Man, and Nefertiti Avani. This has a signature Battle Cat instrumental with the sliding bass line and G-funk elements. It's got a bright and feel-good energy to kick things off. I'd say it's a decent track overall, but it is apparent that Method Man is out rapping and outflowing Redman in 2021. And let me be clear, I love Redman. The man has classics to his name, but his flow sounds pretty washed here and on recent stuff as well, if I'm gonna be honest. Track 3, No Bama Weed, is a bouncy G-funk anthem performed by Snoop. It sounds like it could have easily been included on Snoop's From the Streets to the Sweets project from earlier in the year, which was pretty dope. Track 4 is New Oldie by Eric Bellinger, Snoop, and Usher. It's a syrupy, smooth song that I really have no complaints with. I think they successfully blended elements of the new and old sounds together. Right after is the high-tech produced Make Some Money featuring Fabulous and Dave East. I mean, when was the last time that we saw a high-tech's name in the production credits? It's been a minute. This up-tempo track feels geared for the strip clubs. The production might sound slightly dated, but I don't think it's a bad beat. I do feel that both Fabulous and Dave East enjoyed what they heard because they floated pretty effortlessly on this beat, and it's the best that I've heard Fabulous rap in a while. What follows is Anxiety by Malaya. The production here sounds akin to an old Amy Winehouse or Jasmine Sullivan beat. I don't have this as a favorite, but I suppose if it comes on, I'm not gonna rush to hit the skip button either. The following, Like My Weed by Jane Hancock, stands out as one of the better R&B tracks on the compilation. It's a pro-weed record with a wavy and melodic bop. Track 8 is Applying Pressure with YK Osiris and Snoop. This has a pop meets G-funk feel with Snoop appearing on the back end of the track. And this is not the kind of song that I would normally seek out, but it's decent for what it is. Track 9, Go to War, finds Snoop teaming up with one of the hottest new artists on the West Coast scene, Blast, who most probably know from Nas's Brunch on Sunday single. It's got a pretty suave, new school funk vibe, which isn't bad. Track 10 is I Want You by October London. This is a wavy dancehall record produced by the OG Superfly. It's also a track that I wouldn't normally seek out at all, but I think the melody was pretty solid. The following, GYU, features August 08, Ty Dolla $ign, and Bino Rideau. It's got more of an R&B trap flavor with some lush strings and rattling hi-hats. And it's not bad, as it does capture the sunny West Coast aesthetic, but it's not gonna have any replay value for me if I'm just keeping it a buck. Track 12 is Inspiration by Malaya. Here we get a poppy synth beat from Superfly, which was all right. Now, track 13 is when we finally get a song with rapping, and it's the single Big Subwoofer from the supergroup Mount Westmore. So this had previously been released as a single and received some positive reception overall. Hopefully there is an album that actually comes out of this sometime soon, but let me know in the comment section if you thought this single met your expectations for this supergroup. What comes next is easily the dopest song if you approach it from a traditional hip-hop rapping perspective, and that's Murder Music featuring Benny the Butcher, Jadakiss, and Busta Rhymes. The beat from Knots is neck snapping and kind of reminiscent of the old Aftermath sound, and I'm really happy to see the new heights that Benny has risen to within the hip-hop game while never sacrificing his core sound in the process, which says a lot. Now, as much as I like this song, Jada's voice was more hoarse than usual, which wasn't necessarily a good thing, but it's still the best song for me. Then there is the track Been Through by Hey Dean. I suppose I can get into the sparkling production, but I'm highly unlikely to return to this one. The following track, Qualified, featuring Larry June, Snoop, and October London, is a highlight. The beat from Knots is Mac-ish and dripping with that playlistic funk. It was good to see Larry June getting some love on this project since he has been putting out quality music for years now on the independent scene. Afterwards is Everybody Dies by Chalk. I suppose this one was alright, but it's not really for my ears. Track 18 is By and by Jane Hancock. Here we get a dreamy soundscape produced by Battle Cat. And I feel this one is solid as I like the rapping and singing mashup that she performed. Track 19 is Diamond Life featuring Snoop, DJ Cassidy, and Mary J. Blige. This is a fly and laid back track with a funky 80s R&B sample. Yeah, I have no complaints with this one. Next is Jane Hancock's Whatever You On, which was another solid song from this singer. I liked her passionate vocals and the lush, soulful backdrop. Track 21 is Make It Last by Nefertiti Avani, and I don't really have any feelings regarding this one, but I suppose it's not awful. Then there is the funk-laced No Smut on My Name by Snoop, Battle Loco, and Cocaine. DJ Battle Cat produced this trunk rattler, which has that trademark Battle Cat sound, and I also like the Eric B and Rakim paid in full sample as well. The second and last track is Get My Money by Snoop and Pro Hozak. So sonically, this one feels like an extension from Snoop's solo album that was released earlier in the year. It's a bass-heavy banger, plain and simple, nothing overly complicated, as Snoop is just sticking to the script. The album then wraps up with the final song, Steady by Camino, D Smoke, and Wiz Khalifa. Instrumentally and content-wise, this one is a little more serious than some of the other tracks. Overall, I give this project a rating of 3 mics. I feel it is good, worth checking out. I mean, there was nothing overtly whack about the compilation as a whole, but it was just a little too R&B centered and watered down for my taste. And let me be clear, it's not that I don't like R&B, but I'm so much of a hip-hop fanatic and junkie that I found myself wanting to hear way more rap than we got. To some people, this might not be an issue at all, and I can understand Snoop wanting to pull from a variety of different sounds and styles to showcase the label, which is kind of the meaning of the algorithm. But I'm probably not gonna revisit most of these R&B tracks if I'm being honest, with the exception of the Jane Hancock ones. Still, I feel this album is better than anything Khaled would put out. And while some of these songs really weren't my cup of tea, I can say at least they weren't tacky. Sure, some are a little cookie cutter and play it too safe, but they aren't terrible. In fairness, this is the kind of album that you could play if you wanted to take a break from rap, and it will definitely appeal to the more casual fans. Let me know in the comment section if you feel this project has you interested or hyped for what the new Def Jam roster has in store. My favorite tracks include Alright, Make Some Money, Like My Weed, Big Subwoofer, Murder Music, Qualified, By and By, and No Smut on My Name. Let me know what you thought about this compilation in the comment section below. It's your boy Mixtape Moth. I'm signing out, but be sure to hit that like button and please subscribe. As always, it's peace and blessings. Snoop Dogg Algorithm 1.